As the sun goes down, the Houston Zoo sparkles up for its annual Zoo Lights celebration. Earlier this fall, Zoo Lights manager Shayla Andreas gave us a behind-the-scenes peek.
We have about 16,000 strands that go in the trees alone, so that makes up a big portion of our light count. So we have around 2.5 million points of light. So if you were to go around and count every single little light that you would see, we'd have about that many, which I challenge anyone to do that. It may take you a little bit. Zoo Lights is a year-long process. We don't ever really stop planning. So as soon as the 2015 event is done in January, we start thinking about the 2016 event. So we have meetings, we talk about what worked well, what didn't work well, what we want to enhance or what we want to change, and we start the planning process for making those changes a reality. So we do that process during the spring and summer, and then in the fall, the first week of October, as you can see behind me, we start installing all of our lights. So we start with all of the trees, and we have to work around a few events. So we have our Zubu event, that's the last 3 weekends of October, and then we have our Feast of the Beast event, which is the first Friday in November. So working around those events, we then install the rest of the displays so that we have everything ready about a week before the event opens. We have 2 crews, so we keep lights going up all day long. That way we can keep all of our equipment out and make sure it's manned and safe. We have a temp crew during the day, and we have about 10 people on that, 11 people actually. And then the evening we have about 7 or 8 people from zoo staff who, after their shifts, hop on and help put up lights. We have everything on timers, so ideally in a perfect world, once we start walking around and things start turning on, if everything works, we just make a walkthrough to make sure everything's on. We manage all the lights throughout the event. And then we also make sure our guests are having a good time. So we want to make sure they're able to park, they're able to get the food that they want, they know where the restrooms are. We're just making sure that they know where the path is and that they can find everything that they want and really enjoy the evening. We have some soft openings, so we have, our donors are very important to us and we want to make them feel special, so we do have a special night for them. And then we have some staff and member nights leading up. Our members are also extremely important to us, so we want to make sure they can see these lights before anybody else. It's really beautiful that first week, especially that we have the donor and member parties. When you first see it on, especially after 6+ weeks of work, putting everything up, I think everyone's really excited to see what the event's going to be like for the coming months. And there definitely is a lot of pride for what Zoo Lights gives Houston. The opening to the public is the week after we have all those events for our members and donors. The zoo is covered in over 2 million lights, so we have lit sculptures, we have animated light displays, we have a mile-long about walking path throughout the zoo that's just covered in lights and different. We have laser beams, we have moving animals, we have all kinds of stuff for you to see and enjoy. We have received extremely positive reactions from this event. So it was originally started because the zoo wanted to create a holiday event for Houstonians. So there's one in College Station, there's one in Galveston, but there wasn't really something close for Houstonians to take their families and enjoy the holiday lights. So that was started in 2012. We've increased our points of light by over 1 million at this point, and then added multiple displays and changed things out. So we hope we are providing our guests with the best experience possible. And we have received very good feedback, people who are making it their holiday tradition for their family. Last year we had almost 300,000 visitors, so we're shooting for that again this year. And we run from November 20th to January 9th, so we have plenty of time to fit everybody in. We are a nonprofit, so all the funds that we raise go back into improving the zoo. So Zoo Lights is just another way that we can improve the zoo for our guests and for Houston, and keep achieving the goals that we want in education and conservation to help the animals here that we love so much.
For more information about Zoo Lights, visit the zoo's website at www.houstonzoo.org. For the Holiday Magazine, I'm Stacee Hawkins.